Coming up, the wave of the future for cable is here. Welcome to Cord Cutters. Hey guys, welcome back. You probably heard the term cord cutters from outlets such as CNET, Mashables, BuzzFeed, etc., or any tech site. When people talk about cord cutters, what are they referring to? As a cable provider that supplies cable to you without using, a satellite box and a satellite or a coaxial wire coming into your house connected to a cable box, etc. So that's what cord cutters are. They're services, they're cable services that does not require any of these things. So I've had the opportunity to test out PlayStation Vue, but this review is going to be more about DirecTV since it just came on the market, and a lot of people are probably wondering how good is their service. So we're going to focus more on the DirecTV Now, but I will mention PlayStation Vue every now and then. So first off, let's just compare some things, not everything, but some things to between the DirecTV Now and the PlayStation Vue. Let's start with the interface. So the interface is very similar across both platforms. PlayStation Vue has a nice interface and so does the DirecTV Now. However, the PlayStation Vue interface is more polished than the DirecTV Now. And that's understandable because DirecTV Now had just recently come on the market, probably about 2 months now. So the DirecTV allows you to have 2 streams going on at the same time, whereas the PlayStation Vue allows you to have up to 4 streams going on at the same time. 2 streams is acceptable. I mean, I understand that. But if you have kids, DirecTV Now might not be, for you. And last but not least, PlayStation Vue has cloud DVR recording, while DirecTV Now has no recording at all whatsoever. There's no DVR recording on the DirecTV Now. However, some speculate that DirecTV Now is currently working on a way to get cloud streaming just like the PlayStation Vue. So only time will tell. But it's said to be released this year in 2017. Now obviously if you're watching this video, you've probably heard of Sling. Sling is another service just like the PlayStation Vue and DirecTV Now. However, I didn't have a chance to review Sling. I didn't purchase their service and test it out. But if you look at other review websites such as CNET, they did a comparison, side-by-side comparison with the PlayStation Vue and the Sling TV, and declared that both of them are pretty much the same exact thing. The only difference is the interface with PlayStation Vue was a lot better than the interface with Sling, at least in their opinion. I mean, if you had them both, you might like Sling better. But CNET stated that the PlayStation Vue had an overall better interface than the Sling. Now jumping right into the nitty-gritty, let's start with the pros about DirecTV Now. Number 1, lots of channels. So I jumped on board when they had a promotion for $30 a month and you get 100 channels and more. I do get about 90 channels. On the PlayStation Vue, I was maxing out at about 32 channels, but with DirecTV Now, I get about 90. Now, how they determine how much channels you get exactly is determined by your zip code. Once you punch in your zip code, that determines how many channels you will get out of their package. So for my location, PlayStation Vue was about 30 and DirecTV Now was about 90. But all in all, I was paying about $25 for the PlayStation Vue, and now I'm paying $30 for the DirecTV Now. DirecTV Now is affordable. Channels for $30 right now with their current promotion going on is not bad at all. DirecTV Now is currently offering a free device so you can watch DirecTV Now on your TV. For me, example, I got the current generation Apple TV so I can watch DirecTV Now on my TV. The catch is I had to pay in advance 3 months worth of DirecTV Now services, which is not bad because the service alone is worth $30. But hey, I'm getting a free Apple TV. Can't beat that. Now if you don't want the Apple TV, they also offer the Fire Stick, and that's for a lot less. You only have to sign up for a service for 1 month, I believe. But please note that this is while supplies last. All the channels that display on DirecTV Now is phenomenon. HD quality is crazy. Usually HD content is something extra you have to pay for your cable provider. And even so, their HD quality, for me, the contents didn't seem as clear as the contents on Netflix. But with DirecTV Now, all the channels that display in HD are very crisp, very clear, and very enjoyable to watch. Their interface is a dead copy of the PlayStation Vue. When I got the DirecTV Now, there wasn't a learning curve because I had already learned the PlayStation Vue, and DirecTV Now interface is so similar to the PlayStation Vue. So I was able to just pick up and go. Some shows allow start from beginning, but there's a 50-50 chance it will work. For me, some channels that I tried playing from beginning would crash and then go back to live TV mode. Some might play. As of right now, making this review, I would have to say that almost everything that I've tried to play from the beginning ended up crashing and playing back from live TV mode. Now that we got the pros out of the way, let's talk about the cons. The service is extremely buggy. It actually feels like it's in beta, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's still in beta, because the service is outrageously buggy. We're talking really, really buggy. So basically, one of the famous bugs that we experience on a daily basis is that you'll be watching something and then all of a sudden it'll freeze, like someone paused it and the picture is just there and it's just frozen. And then after about maybe 10 seconds, it'll go to a blank screen with an error message. And the only way to clear that is to exit the app and then go back into the app. Some channels are worse than others. For example, out of all the channels that DirecTV Now displays, Investigation Channel is the worst. That freezes on an hourly basis. Sometimes it'll freeze 5 times an hour. Like I said, the PlayStation Vue had cloud DVR recording, which actually worked. This service does not. So if you miss your show, you miss your show. That's it. Apart from no DVR recording, there's not even a timer. So you can't set a timer for a show that's upcoming. So it'll remind you, hey, your show is coming on. Do you want to switch the channel to that channel? That does not exist with DirecTV Now. So as of right now, Roku TV does not support DirecTV Now, but DirecTV Now had stated that they're currently working to get their app on the Roku TV. So as of right now, you can only get it on the latest Apple TV and the Fire Stick and certain Android sticks. Compared to the PlayStation Vue, yeah, it's completely different. PlayStation Vue is pretty much supported everywhere now. 2 streams is not a lot. That just means that 2 people can watch what they want to watch, and that's it. After that, the third person who tries to watch what they want to watch will be locked out. Kind of like Netflix. But to be honest, it's nothing that I haven't seen before. I know multiple people that have cable TV. They only have cable running to 2 TVs in their entire house. So I guess it's kind of the same thing. You can pause the show, but I mean, it's like watching it still play. Let me backtrack and explain a little bit here. So let's say I'm watching The Big Bang Theory and, you know, I'm halfway in it and I pause it. And what, Big Bang Theory is about 30 minutes or 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. Okay, so let's say I'm in the middle now, 15 minutes pass by, and I pause it. And then I go and I do what I have to do, and 15 minutes later I come back and it's still paused. When I hit play, it will start playing back from where I paused it and, you know, finish off, right? When I hit play, it's gonna just automatically jump to live TV mode, and you know, 15 minutes passed by, so I'm probably at the credit scenes. The pausing feature was completely useless. Not really. Now let's say I have to grab a bite or use the bathroom and it's only like a minute or 2 minutes, then yes, the pause TV actually does work. But again, just like to start from the beginning mode, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a 50-50 chance. So, in conclusion, I would actually recommend it because, like I said, if I was paying the same price as I was paying with PlayStation Vue, getting the same channels, then by all means, DirecTV would be a waste. I'd say go with the PlayStation Vue. But because DirecTV Now is offering double the channels at the same price or around the same price, it's hard to beat. Even with all the bugs that are going on with the app and their service and whatnot, it's still a better deal, and you know, it worked. I've been able to see a lot of shows. Yes, there's those quirky bugs and the pausing and the shutdown, the channel shutting down and all that, but all in all, you know, I'm still able to watch my shows. But there's no guarantee that the $30 a month for 100+ channels will last. This is a promotion, so they can very well raise the price once they get their bugs fixed, or even before they get their bugs fixed. And if they do raise their price, let's say double, which is 60, then I would say just skip that and go with the PlayStation Vue. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.